Here we have the hardware information for this device. We have got an ARM V7 processor on this device, clocked at 1.3 GHz. It is a hexa-core processor, combination of dual core plus quad core processor which we have on this device, which we already told you. Here we have the display resolution, which is 720x1280, and we have the GPU information over here. Mali T624 GPU we have on this device, and here we have the list of sensors, which are extensive list of sensor, a good number of sensors which we have on this device, including gyroscope. You have rotation vector sensor, a magnetic field sensor is also there on this device. So you have almost all the sensors you would need on a device like this. This device has scored 59.0 FPS on Nina Mark II, and again with this kind of a score you can actually play heavy graphic intensive games on this device like Mortal Kombat 4, Frontline Commando D-Day, medium graphic intensive game, or any casual game like Subway Surfer, Temple Run, OZ will run perfectly fine on this device. The only problem which might be there on this device is going to be the storage. That is, you have around 9 GB of storage on this device, and once you run out of storage you will have to depend on the micro SD memory card, which again will allow you to expand the storage of the device, but again you cannot install applications or games on the micro SD memory card. But this device might allow you to actually move certain applications from the phone memory to the SD card, at least some files of it. Now when it comes to tethering options, you have support for portable Wi-Fi hotspot tethering as well. USB tethering is also supported, and Bluetooth tethering is also there on this device. The score which we have got on AnTuTu for this device is 28675, which is a pretty impressive score for a device like this, and it is between LG G2 and Samsung Galaxy S4 in terms of the benchmark score. This device in terms of day-to-day usage is equally powerful, just like Samsung Galaxy Note 3 or Samsung Galaxy S4. So this device has a pretty good performance, although the kind of UI it has is something which limits the overall performance of the device to some extent again. But in terms of day-to-day usage, especially playing games or running any kind of application on the device, you will not face any kind of issues or problem. These are all the applications which you get pre-installed. You have Samsung applications like Scrapbook, S-Note application which will come pre-installed. You have support S-Planner, Samsung application store as well. Some other applications are also there, including some third-party applications like TripAdvisor, Evernote, Dropbox, which come pre-installed. You also have Sketchbook for Galaxy, which is again an application related to S Pen, which will allow you to do a lot of things, especially with S Pen. You have some Samsung application like S Health, which will work on this device, voice recorder, browser from Samsung, S Voice is also there as translator, and they have actually categorized all these applications in the Samsung folder, and they have also categorized all the Google application in Google folder. So they have actually categorized the application in such a nice way that you won't feel any kind of clutter on this device, and all these applications are nicely categorized in different folders, so you can use them as per your preference. You have chat on and video player as well on this device, just like you see on some other Samsung devices. On multitouch, this device supports around 10-point multitouch. So as you can see, we are playing Blood of Glory as of now on this device, and this is a pretty graphic intensive game, and there is no lag on this device as far as playing this game is concerned. So the game is running fine without any graphic issues. That is something I can say. Again, I'm not too good while playing this game, so forgive me for that. But in terms of the overall performance this device has, as far as playing this game or any high definition game is concerned, it is pretty good. So now we are playing this game called Frontline Commando D-Day. It is another not heavy graphic intensive game but medium graphic intensive game, and this game is running quite smoothly on this device without any issues. Till now I did not face any issues. The touchscreen is pretty responsive and there is no lag as far as graphics are concerned as well. This device, as far as gaming is concerned, is a pretty good device. You can play heavy games like this and other games like Mortal Kombat 4 and Blood of Glory as well, which we showed you earlier, on this device quite smoothly. So right now we are playing a high definition video from our channel, and this is an HD video playing in high definition quality on this device. As far as viewing angles are concerned, viewing angles are pretty good on this device. When you take a look over this video while playing it on this device from extreme angles. You can see the video without any issues. As far as volume is concerned, let me just show you the same.